Quinn Blackwell once called streaming the slavery of making content.
Like, what is he talking about? We got Martin Luther the fucking king in the chat.
I don't know, I did that.
Did you?
Can I shout out free Palestinians?
I don't know what the Palestinians, but shout out them though.
Oh, baby! Hey, get these up, people!
Streaming has grown in popularity in recent years, starting initially in 2020 during the times of COVID. Personally, I believe the growth is due to the parasocial nature viewers can get from watching someone. The relationship between streamer and viewer can be quite personal due to the constant stream of comments between the two. Chat. This, along with personalization, there are political streamers, gamers, lifestyle. While there were platforms formerly like Periscope, Instagram Live, various platforms, you know, that were gaining a bit of popularity, people were not really using these things the way that Twitch streamers are using, you know, streaming platforms like Twitch, even YouTube Live, to the potential that, you know, we're seeing these big streamers. This also mixed with the fact of luck. I feel like luck is a really big part of doing good things on social media. It just is. When I first started making content, like, I did not really think about luck when creating, but it's really important. It's why Emma Chamberlain skyrocketed. There's so many good creators, but only a few of them can really break through. The first streamer I ever really came across was Speed. I think Speed is from Ohio. I remember him going to prom down here and everybody was like, we did not know Speed was from fucking Ohio. Speed was an insane kid. I believe he started out gaming, but he was really interesting and funny, and just has this sort of whimsical insanity that people love. People didn't love just watching him game, but they loved his personality. They loved his whimsy, the crazy shit that he would say. It made him really interesting. You could watch him for hours and hours. People wanted to see his, you know, there's a lot that factors into what makes streaming interesting and different types of streamers. And also a really interesting facet of streaming is kind of the right-wing ultra male kind of manosphere, that sort of thing. You have Aiden Ross, Sneeko, Clavicular, who just did a clavicular manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter, I don't know if he actually killed that guy, but that video was insane. These streamers are somewhat right-wing, but in a dumbed down way. It's sometimes very overt though. You know, we just hit this really big right-wing thing with QAnon and these sort of echo chambers of people, and so they hit the popularity point between doing Twitch and also the Manosphere. So intersected it at a very high point, so that equals popularity. You can make millions of dollars kind of being a piece of shit and kind of being the piece of shit that you were in high school or middle school. Now, I'm not saying this to be mean. A lot of these guys are really like awful and say awful shit a lot of the time. Interesting, because so many times you would hear right-wingers talk about, I don't do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. You don't get to really see them do what they actually talk about. Sometimes you do, but in this way it's kind of instant gratification. Like this guy Clavicular, you know, he says, this is how I get women, this is how I behave. And it's one thing to like hear a guy say, I inject myself with meth, I do this, and then to watch him injecting himself and his 18-year-old girlfriend with meth is...
But I can already see clips. Clav injects meth on think they're going crazy.
Chat, we're looks maxing her. It's all good.
insane. Like, wow. Like, he's actually doing the crazy shit he's talking about. But back to who made me create this video, Cenat. Cenat is one of the biggest streamers of the platform. He streams his life, parties, large-scale shenanigans such as Streamer University, where he got, like, I believe hundreds of streamers to come out, make this high school setup, and it really got people to perform in a very funny way, perform for the cameras at all times, do crazy shit, do funny shit, sneak out of this university. It was really, a lot of the clips were really fucking funny. I think it was a really good idea, and it got people watching, and it gave popularity to so many streamers, and it was a really, really interesting, good idea. Though recently, Cenat put out a statement saying that his mental health wasn't doing so well, that he was depressed, that he was just not in a good mental state, he was not in a good learning state. It's his breakup that a lot of people are blaming his breakup on, being like, whatever he saw on that girl's phone, it's tormenting him. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know if that's true. I don't want to blame a woman and be like, oh, she fucked him up. But that would be pretty funny if you saw something wicked, seeing something wicked in a girl's phone and being like, I should start reading more. Cenat set out to read more, learn how to sew, educate himself on fashion, all in an attempt to better himself and his mind. A lot of people are like, this guy's fucking stupid. He's reading so slow. He's looking up like basic words. I don't think this is stupid. I actually think it's a good thing. Literacy is down. We have fucking these fucking large language models writing essays for people and, you know, mimicking some sort of intellect. It's not, it's garbage. So I think telling young people or even reading in front of young people is a good thing. Like I said, I know reading comprehension is down in this country. It's been down. Learning about politics, about things in the world has been down. So even if somebody is a bad reader, even if, you know, I can tell maybe they should be on a higher level. That is honestly a failure of the education system, and it's a failure of the government, and I really, really hate to see it, but I think that happens to so many people and it's unfortunate. And so I do not belittle him or look down on him for like maybe having a lower reading level or needing to look up these words. If you don't know words, you fucking look them up. Like, that's what you do when you're reading. That is what you do. So I don't look down upon him for doing that, because I think it's the smart thing to do. Hey, you want to learn how to read? You just need to read fucking books. And I would say read more than 15 minutes. I say you force yourself to read for an hour. You know, you watch TV for an hour, you can watch TV for hours. So you should be able to read a book for 2 hours. You should be able to do the things, you should be able to do all media consumption, even books, for 2 hours. You know, TikTok has rotted our minds. These short form contents have rotted our minds, and we're just not as smart as we used to be. The IQ of our nation is going down. We need to cut it out. People need to read more. So no, I don't think he's a fucking idiot, and I wouldn't call him stupid. I wouldn't even make fun of the reading videos. I don't even watch them where people are like, this is so stupid, because I'm like, you know what, read more. That's just it. Yeah, as I wrote down, he's trying to better himself in the age of miseducation and misinformation, and I commend it. It's one of the few times I've actually watched a streamer and gone, that's a good choice. I find it interesting, all of it. I find most interesting, you know, I don't find it very like, oh, he's depressed. I mean, you're streaming all the time. It cannot be good for you mentally. It could not be good mentally, because what do you do when you're sad? What do you do when you feel bad about things? And you're on camera constantly, 24/7, 25/8. Like, what the fuck do you do? It cannot be good for you. So I'm not really like, oh, he's depressed. I feel sad. And that's depressing in itself. And then to be on camera all the time and to kind of have to pretend to be happy, because that's this really happy streamer. A lot of streamers kind of, you know, streamers are like, I'm sad, I want to kill myself. Most of them not. Most of them are happier, you know. I think streaming is really good and really interesting because it forces you to do things. And so for a person that is depressed, it could be, you know, maybe a very great thing for them. But also forcing yourself to be happy all the time when you're doing these large-scale streams, when you're streaming for 7 days straight, you know, the effect that might have on your mental is fucking large. So what I find interesting in this matter is that he is still recording all of it. He's recording this, you know, struggle of reading. He's recording how he's like learning how to sew and learning more about fashion. He's recording all of it. And I could not imagine doing that. I could not. I will not lie. You know, I don't know, it's like a profit thing, but maybe it's to show people I'm bettering myself. But I think to get into the head of somebody, hey, not only am I recording this bad time, not only am I recording, you know, the good times I've had, this is something that put me into this, but I'm also recording the bettering of myself. Personally, I think you should get the fuck off the camera for like just a minute. I think you should take a month or two, read some good books, learn what you like to read, become a better person, learn what Palestine is.
But shout out them though.
Who is someone that was
So you know the price of every sub, nigger, but you don't know fucking Palestine. You don't know about Palestine?
Like, what the fuck? It's the psyche of somebody that streams all the time and is on camera. So So I decided to stream for like a couple hours, not really stream, but like record pretty much everything. I went to my grandma's birthday. If I recorded myself doing a stream just in my regular life, you'd just see me on the couch eating junk food. I'm not kidding. Last night I ate maybe 600 calories in Airheads, peelable cotton candy grapes, Nerds, those banana covered chocolate peanut butter bananas, those one really sour mango frozen candies. I ate a lot, and I went to Chili's, and then I got really high with my girlfriend and I fell asleep. Some of you know that I've got a bad haircut. It's okay, I'm streaming, it's not on me. I also have a burn. Listen, oh my god, it looks terrible. Okay, here's the fit for my grandma's birthday. Is it a bad fit? It might be. It might be a bad fit. But you know what? It's a really obnoxious fit. And that's why I like it. Because it's ridiculous. But you guys are coming with me. This is gonna be... See, this makes me want to do Jake Paul voice. Like, I don't vlog anymore. As an avant-garde thing, I should just like set up the camera, stream for 8 hours, and I'm doing nothing. I'm also telling everybody that ask if I have a camera out that I'm going to be a streamer. And this is my shoot into the scene.
Now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I've had luck I can live on. Look like nothing.
Dahmer?
I was being messy.
What's Spike? Oh, what did you put?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be
Nah, nigga. He was raping black boys, taking their brains and making them zombies.
Psychotic.
Hell no, I think he was getting beat and shit as a kid.
Yeah, but he was still ripping open animals and pissing the bed all the time.
That's one thing too. That's sexual abuse.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. Pee in bed. Show you.
How do you know all this?
Oh, Cameron, I can't talk to you. But if that was
When I come to
me,
your birthday, then I'm gonna try to be cool.
Also, I have to alert you guys that the birthday has to be a little bit early.
What the fuck?
Early.
Jamani,
Not with my glasses.
Now,
Right.
I hate my glasses.
Blur your
Have you ever
face.
been there?
I hate my glasses. Don't blur me.
Jamani, have you ever been to the...
No, I'm 21.
Get Jeff.
take that hat
I wanted to go there
Jeff
for my
has been
21st
here.
birthday.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
You really did?
Don't shoot like Jeff.
Jeffrey
Oh, well,
Dahmer.
we're gonna turn it
Oh,
up.
I forgot we're live recording.
Jeffrey
No,
They
Dahmer.
heard me say those.
It's not actually live, guys. I haven't hooked up the equipment yet, but it is gonna be live.
It's gonna come my way, so I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains.
Where you at?
Come on, y'all. Jalisa, back your ass up.
Okay, we gotta sing happy birthday, Nate.
Bro, don't get in the shot.
Ready?
I want to stay over her.
4, 3, 2.
Wait, what the fuck?
Happy birthday.
She over there.
She said thank you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Who's Flash?
Happy
Batman Flash.
The same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Yes.
I'm still looking back. I'm clean though. There's a story there, like with streaming. I don't know how to fully commit to that story. It's always been difficult for me to even vlog in person because I feel like I'm kind of taking people's stories, or I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. but I feel like I'm not taking people's stories, but how do I say this properly? It feels like I'm taking pieces of somebody's life without consent. It feels like I'm recording people's lives without consent, and maybe they are consenting in a way. Why are you braking so hard? Okay, I'm guessing your transmission is out, like my transmission used to be up. Yeah. So, I'm talking with music. I'm literally talking with music. I'm saying all this shit, music. So you probably can't even hear me. But yeah, I feel like when I record people, or when I'm constantly recording, you know, of course it's my life I'm recording, but the people in the background, I don't know, it feels weird to record them, and sometimes I don't know what to record. But also I'm really awkward with the camera in public. Like, that's the one thing I could never do well, is record like in public. You know, a cop out for that is having somebody else record for you. Like, when somebody else is recording for you, it makes, I don't know why, it makes you feel like way less anxious, because it's like, I don't know, it's like a real job. Like, hey, or hey, somebody else is doing this, or not a real job, but somebody else is doing this, somebody else is recording me, you know? Whether I willed it or I did, maybe I'm so famous that, you know, they're recording me. I don't know. But yeah, streaming has always been weird to me. I can't chip away parts of my life, you know? And I'm such a YouTube brain. I'm like, I couldn't imagine wanting to watch a stream, because oftentimes I don't watch streams at all. I don't have enough time. I know it's probably for like kids, or, you know, who have large scopes of time where they're not really doing anything because they're children, so they're not really working. You know, after school, going from 7 to 3, you're not really working, you're not really doing much. So for me personally, I'm like, why would you want to be live streaming for, goddamn, 45 fucking hours when somebody can just get the gist of it? But I suppose, you know, if somebody's watching with you, that can be great. And of course, streamers like Speed. At first I didn't really like Speed. I think everybody was on the same course with me about Speed, and the fact that he just wasn't a great guy at first. I mean, he was a kid, so it's fine, but like, he was a bit of an asshole. He was a bit of a obstruction. But Speed really turned into like a very good young man, and I think he's super cool. I think he's super cool. I like that he's showing people who, you know, may not be able to travel the world. I think that's a beautiful statement on using social media. I think there are very good contributions to the internet. You know, I could name a handful of them, but that seems like a very great contribution. And, you know, when there's so much lard and so much bullshit on the internet, I think really, you know, that's not bad at all. But yeah, what was I saying? A person like Speed, where he's creating these like however hour-long streams, and but he's got the audience. He's got it, you know? He's not doing anything boring. He's in fucking he's in Taiwan, or in fucking, where did he go? He's doing a tour around Africa. That's incredible. You know, that's really using streams to that highest form. Other than that, I don't really see the point of it. Now I'm thinking about it more. And I'm thinking about podcasts and why podcasts are amazing. But podcasts are much longer, but it's the same idea of unedited nature, and that's what I'm juxtaposing with YouTube. I'm saying a lot of mouthfuls here. But yeah, that's what I'm juxtaposing with YouTube. And I can say that, no, what was I saying? When you watch a podcast, or when you watch a long form amount of somebody, I think you actually do get to know them. It genuinely does become like hanging out. And maybe that adds to the parasocial aspect that I was saying, and maybe that's what I've got to in this point. And maybe doing this has led me to a conclusion that I actually like. But when you watch somebody for that long, you literally do feel like friends. Like, because who hangs out with you for 8 hours? Like one of your best friends. Who, you know, is having sleepovers? Who are you playing video games with for 5 hours? You know, back in the day, that would be what? Your best friend. So, I think, you know, it feels like your friend when you can watch somebody and watch their mannerisms and watch the way they talk, and you can also adapt to that. That is a friendship in a sense, and it's a deep connectivity. So I think watching Speed, adjusting this to him, watching Speed is like watching your best friend travel the world, and that's incredible. That's incredible. Sometimes I get really sad. So what do you do when you get really sad and you don't want to portray that on camera? Like, do I pretend and I just act happy? Is that why people... Yeah, I guess if I was streaming into millions of people right now, I would probably act happy. I would probably act happy or grateful because I would feel bad about being so successful and still being sad. I think that's where a lot of the sadness comes from. And even like on a smaller scale, like I had, like some parts of my childhood I don't love, but I had a pretty good childhood at the end. And sometimes I just feel bad for feeling bad because I knew that I had so many advantages in life and so much good shit happened to me. I felt bad that I was depressed. And that makes you feel like a piece of shit. I don't know any other people my age that watch streamers. I think it's younger people. I really think it's like particularly younger people. I don't imagine people have like older fan bases. Unless I'm talking about Hassan. Like I do think Hassan has an older fan base. But yeah, I can't speak for other older white guys. Like, cause I don't have a lot of older white guy friends, so I don't. Like, what if I wanted to be? Okay, this is what I've been doing when I want to be emo. Gray November, I've been down since July. By the weather be the frost, the violence of the darkness. How my wings are being torn.